Look, man, the Legion of Doom shelf isn't gonna make itself, so sometimes we have to make sacrifices. Sometimes we have to take the really unique and interesting redesign of Captain Cold instead of just the one we want. McFarlane, why do you do this to me? You know what? No, it's fine. Leonard Snart always just needed to look like a Destiny character. That's what I really needed in life. From McFarlane Boys DC Page Punchers, it's Captain Cold, Leonard Snart. Look at you. In a design that's never even going to be in the comics. It's never going to be in the comics. They made a comic to make these toys, and they had to give everyone a weird redesign. The Flash looks awful. The Atom actually looks okay. And I like Gorilla Grodd. Gorilla Grodd just looks kind of goofy, but like in a good way. But why Captain Cold gotta look like this? And then have you seen Heatwave? Heatwave looks like Grunts from Halo. Take a closer look, and I actually do like how they incorporated Captain Cold's glasses into this new helmet design. Like, it's really subtle, but you can still make out the line from where those are just his goggles. And the head sculpt overall, I think is really cool. I love the detail of how they sculpted in the scarf. The torso, like, I don't like how gray this costume is necessarily, but I do like the sculpted detail still, and I love that little shot of, like, electric blue there in the center chest piece. You see those same vials around the belt. I'm going to assume that's how he reloads his gun, which we'll get to the gun in a sec. And then you see great sculpted detail for the frocking around his gloves and boots, which also have that very good vibrant blue. Also, I like how the cape is kind of windswept. It gives a very dramatic pose, no matter how you put this guy on the shelf. So the gun. It looks like the sword from Halo. I'm not against it. I think it looks fine. But you know, it is definitely different for Captain Cold, to say the least. Look, I'm just gonna be honest. This is a really different Captain Cold. I don't necessarily know if I fully appreciate the redesign. I'm not saying it's a bad design. Keep that in mind. I'm not saying this is a bad look or a bad figure. In fact, as a figure, it's great. The joints are all solid, articulation's great, the colors are ace, the sculpting is wonderful. It's just a thing where it's hard to build a collection with DC McFarlane figures because there's so many different characters who have radically different eras of costume. Like, you know, I always say, like, we don't have a traditional Wonder Woman, but that is a thing to consider. The rest of the Justice League have a Golden Age or Rebirth adjacent design out that you can get. Wonder Woman does not. If you want to build the Legion of Doom, it's even worse, because so many of those characters have to be video game or movie versions of the characters, and others are comics, and then some, like Gorilla Grodd and Captain Cold, have to be this. So it does make making a coherent collection harder. With all that said, he's still good.